and it didn't burn at all.
Of course they're not.
Well, same course. I'm saying our theory was correct.
People would probably think that it was the nicotine.
I thought it was.
But it was the
Right. But now that proves it. I left that that tastes like a piece of bubble gum.
Because it's fruity.
Yeah.
But how about the mint? Have you tried the mint?
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Cool.
Right, I'm afraid, but I haven't tried it. No, I haven't tried it yet. Have you? No. Okay, yeah, I haven't tried it yet either. I'm gonna wait till you try it and you can tell me.
I've been pretty good with green.
I like the tropical. What up, Glitch? What up, Jaxie?
Alright,
What's going on, everybody? Glitch slid in first place. Oh, Jaxie's gonna be pissed. Well, how come you didn't hit the freaking like button, Glitched? I can't believe Cat B's not in here either.
Alright, I'm coming in.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, she's right over there. There she is. She's already in the house. Thank you for the like. Get the promotions on. Yeah, she's right there. Hi, say hi, Cat.
Hi. And I have to chat too.
Eric, E to the G.
Alright, I'm gone.
All right, have fun.
Give Tony my regards.
Okay.
Novair. Well, welcome. Hello from Egypt. First like. That's right. Jackson came in with the first like. We had Jackson with the first like. Novair. Okay, now we got more likes than people in there. That's awesome. How does that happen? All right, I'm loving this. Fert. So as long as Jackson learns how to spell Frit. Now you spelled Frit wrong. Novair. Oh, dang it, what did I want to say? Dude, Novair. We're gonna make the Intelgant shirt. I don't know if you saw that last night, Kat. The Intelgant shirt, that idea. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if that was last night or the night before. But yeah, we're definitely gonna make the Intelgant shirts. Trust me, I'm Intelgant. Trust me, I'm Intelgant. Freaking bam! Shirts available tomorrow, I hope. We'll make something happen. What's going on here? This your water? Who heated up hot water?
Not me.
Eight 5,273 kabillion 173 mono billion 728 trillion 728,278,100 or 828th grade is live. Bam. Ain't no way. I must buy it. Dude, because we're Intelgant. Like, look, I made it to 110th grade. I'm way more Intelgant than you. I made it to 110th grade. I'm way more Intelgant than you. I can't get my freaking spinning ring off. What hand's wedding ring go on? Right or left?
This finger right here, left hand.
Okay, so it's not my wedding ring. Yeah, we're gonna have an Intelgant shirt, absolutely. Hopefully, today we've got me and Kat have like all day to work on everything, the site, the store, everything. So we're gonna put. I'm not a fan. You're not a fan of the New World? Eric, you're great. Oh, we're being invaded. Why are you not a fan of the New World? Kimber Janusz. Kimber, was that German? Janusz. Jewish? I got one of these noses.
I got a Jewish nose.
I made it to 230th grade. What up, Teal?
I ain't Jewish, that's like Lebanese.
Lebanese. Is it Lebanese, Kimber? Kimber Janusz? Eric, do you mean the New World? The new for One Piece? Novair is all about his oh my gosh. His anime. I made it to 230th grade. That's right. We're still writing the coursework books for 230th grade. Kimber Janusz. That's freaking awesome. Janusz. Still trying to find out what that is. Is it Lebanon? He says, I'm in 260th grade. I'm Intelgant. Only the meek survive, unfortunately. Meek is soulless or zombie, and that's true. And because They're willing not. They're willing to be slaves and not to just walk off the cliff. Heaven, yeah. I need to watch Brain Rot. Be right back. This is too smart for me. It's a religious pan. It's a dude, 100%, 17.5 million%, 170 million% is what I'm going to say. Absolutely, absolutely. You got to choose a side though. You got to be intelligent and figure out what's going on. All right, let's make something to eat, shall we? Okay, so where's my eggs? Dang it.
They're not in the fridge, they're on the.
Yeah, I wasn't going to eat eggs. I was going to eat something else. Yeah, that ain't happening, Jaxie. That slides right into Brain Rot. I don't even know where even that begins. It's got to be like into the Googleplex or whatever that is. I think that's 1,000 zeros or 100 with 100 zeros behind it is a Google. A 1 with 100 zeros is a Google. A Google to the Google, I think, is a Googleplex. It would take like 7 trillion light years worth of something. I was first canceled in kindergarten, so none of this bullshit is new to me. But man, people are definitely worried. Yaraj. What's up, brother? I was waiting for you to email me, Yaraj, because your boy's going wackadoodle on my channel, so I just banned everybody. I was waiting for an email from you to find out which you is you. Have you heard of Miroplex? Miroplex. That's all right, brother. It just started to just go way too wackadoodle. You know, me and Kat quit I quit my job to try to make this thing happen. I can't have that kind of wackadoodle stuff going on. People talking about kids and stuff. Yeah. But no, it's all right. We all good, brother. We all good. I just want to. I got banned and Lander though, bro. I banned every duplicate account that what's his face made or it appeared to be a duplicate. I just took everybody out. Well, you told me to ban Lander. Well, tell me in email which one you need back. It's very disheartening. Okay, Lander's good now, so I got to know when they're good and when they're bad. But anyway, we'll get it figured out, my friend. We'll get it figured out. Send it to me in email. What you need to be good, and I'll make it happen. Jaxie says. He says, oh, I will. I freaking love that. I will. Bro, my alt is kicked anyway. Just unban any craft account. I can't use it. Okay. All right, we'll figure that out. Do a backflip. Snap. I would freaking die. I did. When's he gonna be good again, though? You know what I mean? This is everybody's like, "Ooh, what's going on?" Slay. Oh, so we're gonna make the sleigh gloves. It's gonna say sleigh backwards. So when you see, and on one hand it's gonna be forward, on one hand it's gonna be backwards. So when people are recording you, you can say sleigh and it'll be forward on the video. Okay, good. Marcellus is never. Well, I hope you guys. You're so whoa and I'm so oh. All right, let's see. All right, let me see. There we go. Let me see. There we go. All right, when I get back in there, I'll handle you. Okay, Eric, whatever happened? Dude, Octomom is trying to come out with a new. I think she's got more kids. Actually, I'm pretty sure she got married and has another kid. Yeah, Octomom should be president, right? But yeah, can you look that up right quick to see what happened to Octomom? Did she have any more kids? Do you remember Octomom? She had 8 babies.
I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I once went as pregnant Kate Gosselin for Halloween.
Yeah. So what? Who?
I said Kate Gosselin. She also had 8 kids. I went as her for Halloween.
Oh, did you carry 8 babies around with you?
No, so like there's a picture of me with Rick, who was John Gosselin. I made him use like fake black hair dye, wear an Ed Hardy shirt and Gucci sunglasses. So I got a maternity dress, and I got like a fake like
Pillow,
sumo belly.
oh, God.
So there was a picture of me where I was punching my fake belly because Kate was not a good mother.
No,
So-
she definitely was not a good mother.
I'm supposed to illustrate that.
I
Do
punched.
you want viewers or anyone hear that?
Everybody heard that.
Cool.
Yo, Harsh. What up, Harsh? It's been a long break. What up, Harsh? What up, Harsh? You're harsh. You're yucking my yum.
Okay, I found out about Octomom.
Octomom. Okay, Octomom.
Alright, so she's living in Orange County, California with 11 kids in a rented 3-bedroom town.
She has 11 kids now and a 3-bedroom house, rented house.
She's a grandma now. She's about to launch a Lifetime docu-series titled Confessions of
She's
Octomom.
a grandmother now. So one of those 8 wackadoodle babies has already had kids again. And
she's coming out with a docu-series. Oh, and
And
she lived as a stripper at one point.
She after she had the kids, right? After she had the kids, yeah,
Sure.
right. So she had the 8 kids, and she was on that. She had, I think it was a Lifetime, not Lifetime. She had a she had a show like a Lifetime, I think it was. Yeah, and yeah, for the whole Octomom through the pregnancy, and then they didn't pay her anymore, or she got ripped off or whatever. So she said, the breeding scale leaves no. Dude, and Eric, that's one of the big thing. Rana Zorro. This girl's cake in my institute. I got cake. The breeding scale leaves no hope for humanity. No, dude, it's absolutely crazy. I actually went to a seminar regarding science and technology in Isbin. I asked Ibiza. What are you trying to say? Smart people don't even breed. No, they don't really. I mean, I'd like to think of myself as a little bit intelligent. All right, Jackson, we'll see you around, buddy. Intelligent, I like to consider it myself a little intelligent, and I have not reproduced yet. I just haven't figured out when. You said for real, you did Martin's card, even though it's shoot. For real. 16, dang. In what country? In what country, Uraj? Okay. No, now we flushed out the jerk. All right, and bam, and bam, and bam. Done. Okay, there we go. Okay. Intelligent TM. All right, where is I at? Oh, Bengaluru. I don't recommend a breeding. Not these days, but you know, like you said, it's a religious war. It's very scary having children. Wow, it's one of the most scary things. It appears to be. I mean, you then have people that that depend on you, and so it would be absolutely scary. Man. All right, let me see.
Thank you, Raj.
Yeah.
Wow, again.
Oh, I just got eggshells in my eggs. I got egg. It was a nice experience for me. It was a 1-week camp there. TM means trademark. Yes, Novera. We know what TM means. He's saying it's trademark now. You can't use it. Oh, thank you, Harsh. I try to make myself available as much as possible. I appreciate everybody up out here. What up, smile to the fourth? What's up, avocado?
Avocado Spirit came in.
Okay, tingalinga, tingalingalinga, tingalingalinga. Welcome back, tingalingalinga. Tingalingalinga. If you can go to any anime, what anime would you choose? Boo, boo. If you could go to any anime, dude, Fist of the North Star. I keep saying it. Fist of the North Star. Let's see. What would you do? Novair, would you do something like Naruto? Dragon Balls? Dragon Ball Z? My Hero Academy because of 80% chance that you have a quirk. That's kind of true. Inferno Balls. Dragon Inferno Balls. Dragon Inferno Balls. Dragon. He's dragging his Inferno Balls. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's all burnt. Alright. That was burnt. I'm probably gonna. Wow, no, that's definitely gas. That's why you got to be careful with the freaking gas stoves. You don't blow yourself up. I am Steve. I am Steve. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's turn that down. All right, let's move this over here. Get this over here. There we go. Alright. Get the big old tub of goo from me to you. La 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 lava. Chicken. See, lava chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. Oh, Mama Sita, now she's ringing the bell. Oh. Something. Lava chicken. Uh-oh. What is that? Let's see. Sorry, hold on. What is this? Oh. No way. No way. No. Dan is anime about someone who loses his BLs from a demon. Steve, lava chicken, yeah, tasty as fun. So look at this. They were throwing. This is the dumpster where they were stopping by, and that's my dad's. Ray Bans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like a couple $100 just at the bottom of the dumpster.
Wow.
Oh, well, that's a big hole right there. So if it fell down there, but yeah, that sucks. So I guess he threw the bag. That's crazy. Fun fact: the more poisonous the fart, the more powerful the man. True. There is truth to that. There is truth to that. Yeah. So my brother is quite possibly the most powerful man in existence. Oh no. I'm burning up my pan here. So my brother's been quite possibly the most powerful man in existence because he's made a bar room full of people puke from his toots. He's done did it. He's done made a bar room full of people. So he must be like I was standing next to him. I was standing to. He was standing to my left, and there was a few more people standing to the left. The door for the bar was farther down to my left, so the air was traveling this way. He apparently farts, and then the guy standing next to him and the girl standing next to him start puking as they're running for the door. I can't smell it because the air's going this way. And then when I walk out front to see what's going on, I started to get a whiff of it. And I'm like, oh, and they're just like, who won? And they were like, and so was my brother. My brother was still in the bar, just like he was the only one that wasn't affected by it. So obviously it was him. Yeah, it was rough. All right, but yeah. Yeah, now we got the eggs going. China. This is how you make eggs. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade. Low taper fade. There we go. Oh, that's right. Looks delicious. Right, let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Yo, dude, it's gonna be because it's 10:30 right now. It's 10:30 right now, and I haven't even eaten any breakfast yet. I've usually eaten at least twice by now, so this is. Got it. Here's a completely random. All right, let me see. Add a little bit of black pepper, brother. I got my salt coming in here. And my little bit of black pepper. I got it, brother. I got you. I got it. A little bit of black pepper. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. Making it happen. All right, hold on 1 second. I summoned John. What do you say? I got it. Here's completely random. All right, let me see something real quick. Bang, bang. Not net to white bag and corner. Okay. All right, sorry about that, man. Got completely random, original story, funny, weird title. The day my toaster joined a cult. It started on Tuesday. I remember because of my alarm. Scrambled egg with crispy roast. Oh man, bread left, dude. And I make bread. I have. That's all that's left of homemade bread. But I got your toaster here, brother. There. Brave little toaster. So I definitely don't want to burn my hand because I don't got no handle on this summer gum here. There you go. Look at that. It's like a dang cooking commercial. Cooking show. Who? Oh, thank you. Oh. Yeah, okay, right. That's because how I slid that off there. Was it the brave little toaster? Bang. Look good, man. Look good. Woo! Fucking job! Can't cook it cold. Woo! Oh, that hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. It hurts so good. Come on, baby. Hurts so good. Man. Age is just a number. Yeah, a number that'll get your ass thrown in jail. A number of years in prison. Life is so much easier. Age is sure. Yeah, I forgot what I was doing. All right, let me see here. This needs to cool down. That was a whole lot more than I anticipated. Oh, you know what? I use butter and honey. I put it on my toast and stick it in my mouth.
But you guys say stick it in your tummy, that would make more sense.
You mean I don't stick it in my mouth?
Well, tell me what it rhymes. I guess it doesn't stick in your tummy, it just goes to your tummy.
Right. But self-defense is legal. Yeah, that's true. Age is no murder. Yeah, cutie pie. Hey! What up, Space Cowboy to the 99999? I made eggs. I burnt the cholesterol out of myself. I need more salt. All right, so let's see what we can do here. No, that's way too much. That's way too much. Space Cowboy 99999. Space Cowboy 9 says hi, Caterpillar. Talking to you.
I know.
Dang, it's freaking hot, yo. Ah! Stop doing that. Stop. Is it work? He said work. All right, let me see. Okay, hold on. I need some freaking. Trying to hook it. Man, that sucks. When someone asks. No, okay, cool. So, nice. So apparently, my parents are at the dump throwing away stuff, and my dad was throwing. You have to throw it like into like a dumpster, like a compactor, and he had a couple $100 pair of sunglasses on Ray-Bans, and when he went to throw the trash bag, it caught the side of the, and it took his $500 Ray-Bans into the dumpster, and so it dropped like. Let me see. I could probably show you. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Bang, bang. There it was. Bang, bang. Download. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, so I can show you. All right. Green screen. So there it is. So it's down the corner by the, you can't really see, but he had to go down that big old pit to grab it. Like right there. And so obviously they up over the edge. So they ended up getting a hook and just grabbing it and they just got out. So yay for ingenuity. Very good. I recall. Do you recall Horton Hears a Who? Absolutely. Some people thought that Horton. Oh yes, I remember hearing about that about Horton Hears a Who. That's a real shame when folks get Perfectly Good White Boy. What was that? What movie was that?
No idea.
Throw away Perfectly Good White Boy. Dang it. I definitely remember it. That's a shame, man. Throwing away a Perfectly Good White Boy. It's not Not Spaceballs, was it? Was it Spaceballs?
Maybe. I haven't seen Spaceballs in a while.
My song, Hey Mate, came all the way. I had to explain direct from Harsh. Richard is my friend. He said, he is. Nope, but. Hold on, say it again. My song, Hey Mate, came all the way. Had to explain direct from Harsh. Richard is my friend. He said he is no by, but we did hook up though. We did hook up though. We did hook up though. Let's see. Delicious. For numbed one. Yeah, perfectly good white boy. You could have looked it up, Cat. I know. I'm trying to too. It's not easy. It's not easy being in front of a hot camera all day. And you're thinking, you don't care.
Okay, you're doing the glamour work. I'm doing the work.
It's so cruel. It's so cruel. What did she say? No, what's her face?
Too crazy.
That's so cruel.
Oh, Lumberg?
Thunberg, yeah. What did she say? What's her line?
Well, she says, how dare you?
How dare you? That's what I meant to say. How dare you?
I just missed your time.
I think I'm a good songwriter. Hey, brother, I'd buy the album. Better off dead. Yes. Wow, yeah, that was back in the 80s too. I think early 90s, maybe 91. Maybe it might be 84. Yeah, Better Off Dead. About skiing the K12, I think it was. That was the mountain that they skied in that movie. The K12, the K1? I can't remember. The K2, I think it might have been the K2. But that was a lot of fun. Really good movie. And when I can't remember the kid from across the street, the mom thinks she's drinking wine, but she's drinking turpentine, and she goes to light up a cigarette and blows her lips off. Richard, I dare you, act like a very arrogant old Karen for no. No 10 light.
You just did it the other day when you said, I'm Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris. I'm Kamala Harris. Listen to me. Get out of the road. Do you know I'm Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris. I'm Kamala Harris. Get out of the road. I was once the next president of the United States of America.
Hey, go back to the original voice. That sounds like
I'm too drunk. Kamala Torres. Come, comedian. They come and go. Dude, I would have ran for president for way less than for $1.5 billion. I've done it for like $500,000. There's a lot more sugar in there than I thought. Let's leave her for a little while here, and then we'll. I need to take my. Is that a margarita at 11 in the morning? Is it 11? 11 in the morning. No, this is just iced tea. I don't sweeten when I make bulk iced tea. I don't sweeten it. I don't sweeten my bulk iced tea, so because sometimes we have neighbors and stuff come through, and the cat doesn't like iced tea, but if she wants to heat it up and make warm tea or whatever, oh, we got this here. There we go. So if somebody doesn't like sweet tea, they can just have sweet tea. But if I want to sweeten it, I can just sweeten it. Remember Trump's OG line? I am as Native American as Kamala Harris is. That's awesome. That's a good line. Because listen, the fakers. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. If you're a freaking if you're in government to steal from everybody and lie so you don't get caught and lie so you can stay there, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. So yeah, that's what I think. That's how I feel. Pizza shit. You're a pizza shit. Piece of shit. God freaking comma. Harsh in my. Look at that. That's amazing. Follow me, camera. Oh, it's making me dizzy. I'm gonna puke on the floor. Yeah. Well, he also, remember, he used to call, what if you're a space cowboy? Then you freaking rule? Absolute power? Let me blow my canoe. In your ear holes. I'm a space cowboy. Oh, hold on. Some people call me the gangster of love. Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me a gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice Willow. For the speed of the competence of love. People talk about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. Well, don't you worry, don't worry, mama. Cause I'm right here at home. Cause the speed of the competition. Act like King Charles. What does King Charles do? What does King Charles do, dude? I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight toker. I get my loving on the run. Ooh, ooh, wee. Good catfish is back. And Cat's finally here. Cat, look who's back. I've been telling you about good catfish for a week. Cat. Good catfish is back. Hey, there you go. And I'm a toasty. I'm a toasty. I'm a smoothie. Cat, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right, let me see. Let me get it. Additive and subtraction. Right, she's physically here. She's down here. She's in the kitchen right now, doing our editing for the website, making us trillions of dollars. What do I do? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I'm so stupid. I'm so silly. I don't get it. You're yucking my young. Where are you at, good catfish? You're still in Germany? Germany? I'm in Germany. Oh, hold on, let me see. I'm in Germany. All right, hold on. Bang. Let me put my pants on. Let me take my pants off. She's gonna take my pants off. Germany. All right, no fair, brother. $1 million or 20 years younger. $1 million. $1 million. And this is why. If I was 20 years younger, I would just do things to get me to $1 million richer where I am now. So I can bypass all the BS and just get financially to where I want to be. Germany. I also like plain seam stuffed crust. Yeah, I would go for the $1 million right now rather than the 20 years. Because the thing is, 20 years ago, the tax implications and everything on that $1 million, nah, dude. Yeah, I would go $1 million right now. That's $50,000 a year for 20 years, all paid up front with no taxes. That would give me $1 million. That's what it is. $50,000 a year for 20 years is $1 million. So think about that. When people make like $100 million in 1 year. Trying to catch me to yuck my yum. Yeah, like Pink Floyd The Wall, baby. All right, I'll do that. Then we're gonna yuck my yum. Yucking my yum. Yucking. Yeah, I have a small. I need a small loan of $1 million. Paris was hella crowded and very expensive. Because they're a bunch of liberal pansies. Liberal pansies. Look. I'm so rich. I snort silver. I just snort silver. Some people do cocaine. I snort silver. Isn't that crazy? Look, it's got 2 ingredients. It's got 2 ingredients. Hello means goodbye. Long time no see. It's got 2 ingredients. 2 ingredients. 99.999% pure silver and water. That's it. That's it. So I am so rich. I just use freaking. I snort silver. I just snort the silver. Give me lines of silver. Hello means goodbye. Your presence reminds me we should do a poll. We should do a poll. Start a poll. Can you do it? Can you start? You probably can't start a poll. Start a poll. What does your finger? Does your finger smell? All right. What finger? What hand smells worse? Bam. When you say goodbye, I say hello. Hello. When you say hi, I say hello. I think my mom went there. And yeah, your mom spent a lot of time in Germany, Cat. Strasbourg. Cat, you could have mentioned that in the first part instead of what's hand smells worse. Because you can only do 1 poll per live. But yeah, so yeah, we got a bunch of merch coming out this weekend. It should be out. Hopefully, we have everything out by tonight. But I'm gonna say by Monday. We should be definitely live by Monday because we got all day today to get everything up and running, which is good. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see what I can do here. Okay. All right, man. 4 votes already. Sorry, I jumped on it. As soon as you said we should do a poll, I was like, bam, poll. All right, I need some silver. Silver. What hand? Everything takes longer than we think because we always end up considering things. That's right, absolutely. German language with angry voice hits different. I wish I knew more of the language so I could say like, where is the Kleenex? Where is the tissue paper? And I could say it angrily. Like, like I just flew here on an airplane. I just walked down the stairs. I just tied my shoelace. It definitely hits different. It's been ein shoelace. Something about shoelace. All right, I need to know.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
It's wo ist das Kleenex?
Wo ist?
Wo ist das Kleenex?
Wo ist das Kleenex? Wo ist das Kleenex? Get it? I gave up the white flag. I'm hilarious. I'm hilarious. Wo ist das Kleenex? Kleenexen. Das Kleenexen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, America's new leader. Time to bring me in. I'm straight. Oh, my silver. I bring in my silver. I take over this country with my silver. Aloha, Mr. Hand. Aloha, Mr. Hand. Man, It's helping my sinus issue though. It's pretty cool. Oh, where's that go down again? Yeah. You say hello, I say hello, hello, hello. I tell you what, I got silver running out my sinuses. Yeah. All right, let me see. Richard, after becoming president of America, now there is no more prop set building now. It's time to create a real movie. Let's make America more great again. What are we going to do, Tenlight? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What movie would we make? After becoming president, there's no more prop set building now. It's time to create a real movie. What would we do? What would we do? What would we do? I would go back to like 80s comedies. Like I would go back to like, no, war stuff. No. That's all bullcrap. That's all ways to get people so scared of war that they want to pay other people to do it. So war movies are to scare us into not wanting to go to war, so we pay other people to do it. We're willing to be taxed. Take all of our tax money so I don't have to shoot people. But yeah, so that's all bullcrap anyway. Brokeback Nation. Yeah, we can just paint Treyway. A Treyway. That's freaking awesome. I hate you. I think your freaking name's awesome. Treyway. That's freaking cool. That's creative. Creative's all hell. Okay, back to what you were saying. Expansion of boundaries. Yes, we must take over the world. Treyway. They call me Treyway. What do you mean? It's pretty awesome. What you talking about? This is a cool way to say hello. It's ice breaking, but they haven't even answered the poll yet. Watching our mothers cry over the Queen's boy going to war. Right. Remember Elvis going to war? You think Elvis was out there with a machine gun? No. They kept him high as a kite. I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on. I got a blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. Body of beats, I stain my sheets. I don't even know. My girlfriend. But yeah, so they don't want you knowing what's going on the actual battlefield. Like, think about it. A lot of it's just drones attacking drones. A lot of it is a lot of money going into these robots attacking each other. But we're paying for it. They want you to be so scared of the war coming to your land that you're willing to just be taxed half your money or more to protect yourself from that. Now, I believe that actually has to happen. It's a woman, but when they run away from home at a young age, it's predictable that they can't communicate or be held accountable. My mother listened to Elvis, not her daddy. Just like my daughter and her mother. Right, separate everyone from the Father. The ultimate separation of the Father is Jesus Christ is our Father. No, the Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. What up, Tekka? Tekka came in for the. Nope, I'm gonna do it again. Tekka. I got my Tekka. Oh, my hands don't work. Why does my finger work properly? Tekka. What up, Tekka? Oh, what did I do? Oh, there we go. I did something wrong again. Let's do that. And bam. I see, said the blind man. But yeah, right. So, like, I mean, and even if you go to like in the American ghettos and stuff like that, the whole like poor families weren't allowed to get welfare and stuff like that, assistance, if there was a man in the house. Like, they used to send people around to check. They'd be like, "Excuse me, is there a man living in this house?" And if there was, you wouldn't get assistance. So the truth is they wanted to get men away from women because women are much more easily controlled. They're much more easily told to do what they're going to do. And they're so scared because there's not a man around to protect them mentally, physically, spiritually, that they're like, well, what am I going to do? Well, please, Daddy Government, what should I do? We'll keep you safe. We'll keep you safe. Just keep on voting blue. Please, Daddy Government, what am I to do? We'll keep you safe. Just keep voting blue. Somebody should clip that son of a gum. Bam. 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 Clip that son of a gum right there. Please, Daddy Government, what am I to do? We will keep you safe. Just keep voting blue. Food. Okay, what I miss. We didn't have any fake food or anything until women receive rights. Take them rights away. I'm just kidding. Obviously, don't take the rights away. But stop putting them over everybody else. That's the thing. What's crazy is when people receive rights, equal rights, and then they bitch that they're not equals because they want more. They're like, oh, look, we complained and look what we got. So now if we keep doing it, we can get more. And that's what it is. Not this woman. The problem is it's the loud women. I have so much to recall. It's hard to choose what to recall before I recall about recalling something to recall. Do it. It just drives me in a loop. Only size matters for feeling's sake. 100%. Cat, jot that down. The bigger they are, the dumber they are. It only gets worse, right? The bigger the feelings are he's talking about, it only gets worse. Yeah, I agree, 100%. 100%. Okay. Ignorance is definitely bliss, but when it comes to feelings, only size matters. That freaking rule, Joe. That makes me happy. Okay, so we got 7 people. Let's see what hand smells worse to most people. Dang, 86% say the right hand smells worse. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. We say the older you do get, the more rules they're going to try to get you to follow. Right, because they need to enforce those rules, which takes people that take money. So they need more of your money to enforce rules upon you. That's how it works. That's on our doc, man. How else do you explain the football jock mentality, man? Tell me about it, brother. Tell me about it. Tell me about the football jock mentality. I think it shouldn't have taken that Benadryl. What? You see all the sugar in there? It's hard to see. Oh, that's so sweet. He said, not breaking it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Look how muscular I am. Look how jock-like I am. Shut up, cat. Sorry. That's what I was making the tranquilizer. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Who are we gonna fight? I chose not to play the psychological torture game of saying yeah, okay, so this is the absolute thing. Listen, we're gonna go back to taking things away from the male figure, the father or whatever, okay? That's what they want to do. They want men to belittle themselves. Okay, so if the woman wants to be demure, they want the men to be even below that, or if the woman is submissive to the man, but the woman's got to be the one that everything that needs to be the happiest, the man's got to be below the woman. So the lower you can get the woman to be, and you kind of constantly put the man below the woman, then it destroys. That's how the family is destroyed. The man has got to say, get this bullshit crap out of my house. And they've taken so many men out of the house, and mentally, they're like, listen, if your wife went to the women's sewing circle and said that, look, Kamala Harris is the best president, because even though we're married and we're having children, we want everybody to be able to have abortions. Well, why? Because so many women are raped. Yes, so many, like 0.4% of all. Yeah, no, it's all a bunch of crap lying, because they get your stem cells. They get your effing stem cells. They get your effing stem cells. Why do we want so many babies to die? There's a clump of cells. A clump of cells that you want. Bunch of liar, pants on fire. I'm not sure what women think. And this is an interesting thing. I tell you what about raising chickens. I've got chickens, okay? And the really interesting thing when the government tells you there's no difference between a man and a woman, it's just a gender. But why is it that female chickens don't cock-a-doodle do? They don't. They don't do it. They just don't do it. Why do they not do it? Because they don't want to? No. Because they don't have the chemistry in them. Yeah, I'm not sure what women think, right? I believe they just repeat these. Okay, so that's a huge problem. If boss woman tells growing women what advanced knowledge so that they're better than the bad men, they believe it is good. They're like, wait, look, how can we advance past to what the bad men are going to say to us? Well, these older women who are now super bitter are going to tell us, but they're going to bullshit you because they don't want you to succeed either. So it's all wackadoodle, and that's the whole problem with like, why are you going to have a whole movement that's run by people that don't, like women that don't want men, like other women or whatever, telling the rest of the country that do have regular relationships how to run those relationships. It doesn't work, but they're being paid to do it. So they're like, I'm going to keep doing it. Because look, if we solved feminism, then all the people that got paid to figure feminism out would no longer be getting paid. So they're not gonna solve their own problem because they want to get paid forever and ever and ever. So it doesn't make any sense. I gotta take a leak. Sounds like red pill mentality, right? And just red pill mentality, though, Kat? Or is that just a way to shoot holes in it because that's only one absolute thing. It's absolute. Getting men out was absolute a thing. So you can call it red pill mentality, or you can call it Democrat mentality, or we can say Democrat mentality back in whatever in the 50s and 60s. And we repeat memes and call it free speech. Right, and like people think, and because memes are so loud, they can repeat all the BS and make us think that that's how things are going. And that's a big thing too. Listen, one of the biggest things, best things that women can do is reproduce. Right? So that's like one of the best things they can say about their value and everything like that. And the Democrat Party tells them that doesn't matter about you. And if you accidentally get this vicious pregnancy, we can rip it out of you. So that's absolutely crazy. So you have this body that can make children, but the Democrat Party tells you that that's such oh no, if you get stung by the bee that gives you pregnancy, we can take care of that so it doesn't, oh, no, that's crazy. What do you mean, my body's just doing what it was designed to do? Oh, that's, no. Because we got to pay you if you're pregnant, and you can make us money if you're working and not pregnant. Yes, that's all it is. It's not sexism. What are you talking about? Rage bait. It's not sexism. It's not, that's the problem, is things don't get solved when you go right to transphobe sexism. No, you can't do it. They know what they're doing to destroy what they've destroyed. Like, why? Why do they want to rip babies out of women? It's absolutely crazy. And so many of the women that do it are talked into it. But then again, hey, I don't want to be the ruler of the land. And I let women do whatever the hell they want to do, and I've been around women that do whatever the hell they want to do. No problem. But when you talk about from ruling, what they're doing to rule, they don't care what you want. They care what they make you think so that they stay in power. That's not sexist. They're using nature to control people. That's not sexist. Okay. In John Wick land, women and children do not have anyone to fight for them, regardless of race. Right, right, and this is one of the big things that Hollywood was going towards. They want to push the whole women don't need men, even when it comes to force doctrine. They want women to think, no, if you're 115 pounds, you can beat the shit out of a 300-pound guy. Just make sure you go hi-ya when you say that loud, when you karate chop him right there, and he'll fall down unless he like puts his hand there and blocks you. Then what? Oh, well, no matter, it won't happen. You know, they show you movies like when women grabbing men, 300-pound men by their neck with a scissor kick and then flipping them. That's never going to happen outside of Hollywood. But yeah, they just make they make men appear to be such vulnerable, physically wussies that women put themselves in positions that can get women hurt. When we should be protecting women to not think that they could do that. So when they're sitting on the ground bleeding, missing all these teeth, they're like, well, that didn't work. Yeah, it's sad. I know it's sad because the thing is, they talk about how their ideology is the protective one, but it's the one that causes more victims, more violent victims, and that's absolute craziness. And the thing is, it's like the way women are heralded in conservative, religious-minded, Christian-minded people is much higher than on the Democrat liberal side. They can't even tell you what a woman is, let alone how heralding they are. But you make them less than men. Yes, but not nothing. If I want to be a man, I just say magical man power. I'm a man. Magical woman powers. I'm a woman. Magical. I got magical woman powers. Half an hour. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Very sad. If men want women, I wouldn't want. If the men want women, I wouldn't want. The men want women. Oh. Yeah, that can have women want tools, and this is the thing that's upsetting because they want everybody to fight. They want everybody to fight and then say, look, they lost, right? Because if men are better than women, if white people are better than black people, and vice versa, so if Indian is better than Asian or whatever, then it can always be this, and that. It can always be tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat, and that's the problem. Is that like this is what I like about at least Christianity, is that when you get married, you become one. We're no longer man and woman. We're a freaking unit, and we're going to take on this world together. Not, I'm better than you, you're better than me. At least I can stand when I pee and stuff like that. So even if you don't believe in the psychosocial part of it, and you just believe it makes me a better person part of it, it's pretty cool. Right, that's the problem. Size queen nation. All right, let's see. I can't believe I did. Fight for them, fight over them, right? And then when you win, what do you win? Then they just treat you like shit because they can get somebody else. Well, remember the other guy that you fought to get me? He still wants me, so you better do this or that, or you're gonna lose this queen. Queen. All right, I need more iced tea. I need more iced tea when I gotta pee. Golly, 10 light, golly, G. I love it. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. All right, let's see how we're looking. Hey, that's my nose. Oh, there's a big old hand. Is that mine?
No.
Wow, I thought it was.
Use this for your hand because this is actually. Oh wait. Whoops. That background eraser is working too well. I gotta turn it down.
Hold on one second. Let me see. So if you magic one, that looks good. That looks good.
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm allowed to be a little full of myself about my graphic design.
Yeah, but it looks really good. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Stop looking at me. Oh, that's my neck. I thought that was my arm. That was my neck. I'm looking at the phone here. I'm looking at this here, thinking it says anyway.
Gotcha.
All right,
Yeah.
so preview. This is transgender Richard. I totally look trans.
And I totally look like a weeaboo. Or not a weeaboo, but
Weeb.
yeah, okay, a weeaboo. I look like someone
I
who's
think
trying to
it's
make
weeb.
themselves look Asian.
Isn't that weeb?
That's
That
for
weeb.
short,
That is
but it's
weeb.
weeaboo is the real term.
Okay, well, there you
People start saying
go.
weeb.
Okay, well, you know all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. All right. Bam. Okay. Jesus saves and comes too quickly. Right. You mentioned that earlier. It's coming because we want things just don't work out. So, hey, but this is the whole point. This is my whole point. Is 30 years things went meh, and the past 8 they've been going great. And the only thing I did was decide that I wasn't the person that ruled my own existence. That's all I did. I basically gave up the wheel and said, "You control." You know, I'll handle the jokes and the funny stuff, but yeah, because the thing is, I think too many people think that they're in control of their own existence, and then when they fail, they look to daddy government to say, please buy me a house, please feed me, and this and that, rather than like using their local wackadoodle stuff. Sorry, I keep hearing my voice out of the corner of my ear. So what was I saying? Sorry about that. Gizu, I fell back. I fell back. A giant black figure looks at you and smiles. Turn, look, and smile. Turn, look, and smile.
Oh, hey.
What he said. He said, I fell black. A giant black figure looks at you and smiles. Jesus saves me. All right, let me get some more iced tea up and come. All right, ask him if he has. What up, Gizu? Remember to smell your hands. All right, Eric the G. All right, we gotta go. I got some. I fell off the internet. To see, none of mine is smelly. Oh, your hands? Your hands? Oh! So I'm going to tell you, my dad. So do you remember that? If anyone remembers the saw, sorry. If anyone remembers the saw, the bandsaw that I pulled out of the dumpster, we got that repaired, and my brother lives up the street, about 45 minutes away. So my dad grabbed the truck to grab the saw so my brother could move it into his house. And he was on his way to the dump, and he had this bag that had Pasta Open's trash bag, and so it had freaking poop, freaking bone, chicken juice in there, and maggots and stuff, and it got on my hand. So when I smelled my hand, I'd be like, "What is this?" I was about to puke him on it. What up, Batman? 3 centimeters. Is that 3? That's got to be more than 3. Oh, maybe it's 3 centimeters. That seems more than that. Yeah, I'd say 3 centimeters. You just, oh, really? 2 centimeters in California? I guess because you got to transport it farther? Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I am the fool to rule all. I'm Batman. Dang it, man. It's got me, my glasses like pushing right there because I just always get congestilated. That would be so crazy if it was because it was sitting there. That's crazy. I can't see though. Smaller laborers. They're like, yeah, they're not. We ain't got all the rednecks out west here. Yeah, you got Mexicanos. Chicanos. I don't know what the proper term is. Yeah, yeah. Up here, you got these 6 foot freaking beefcake. Watch out there, boy. Let me grab that big old slab up on her back and like grabbing like a sheet of plywood, freaking like 1,000 pounds. Get out of the way, boy. I'm gonna smash your fingers. You're smashing my fingers? You got a slab of freaking granite on your back. Watch out, we got a cigarette hanging out. He got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he's got a dip. So he can take the cigarette and just and spit the dip like juice out all the cigarettes because he uses the dip because he doesn't want to smoke in his new truck. So he uses the dip. But as soon as he steps out of the truck, before he gets rid of his dip, he lights up a cigarette. And then so the cigarette's lit, he's still got the dip, but then he grabs a big old slab of granite. Dude, it's a rough life. What we have here is okay labor. How okay is it? What's up, Harsh? Harsh. Choose one. Living in the 18th century. Living in 18th century America or dude, 100% 18th century America. 100%. Because I mean, I could choose like Central America, right? Or even freaking New York. Baltimore, where I grew up. We can't discuss why GE had to stop. No, I don't know why they stopped making manufacturing appliances in Mexico. They couldn't hold a tolerance. Mechanically or manufacturing tolerances. Like they couldn't keep a thou between their freaking jams or 20 thou between their jams. U.S. colony, yeah, colony. Well, 1800s, 1776, we became a country. We weren't colonies anymore. 1776. 1776. What was it? 1851. That was the War of 1812. Yeah, we were a country in the War of 1812, right? You can determine what brand. You can determine. No, can't. Well, I mean, not, but yeah, not natural cannibalism. That's yeah. You can determine what brand new Dodge Jeep you will get a death wobble. You can determine what brand new Dodge or Jeep will get death wobble before you buy it. So if people don't know what death wobble is, it's when the steering starts to go the wheels like blah, 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 blah. That's crazy. We aren't good at manufacturing. Dude, you guys are going to get good. You're going to have to get good at manufacturing because you're getting so much manufacturing work now that's flowing in because of the tariffs. You guys are going to get freaking pumped. But yeah, harsh. No, cannibals in America. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see what I can do. We got cannibals in the United States. And one side of the caster setting will be all the way left, all the way forward, and the other side will be all the way back. So the wheels are going eat. That's like constant arm wrestling, like back and forth arm wrestling, just the steering wheel the entire time. Yeah, that's no good. That's bad. Those bad settings. Those are bad settings you got there. The problem is, sir, your settings are all bad. You got bad settings here. What can you do about it? We can see about resetting the settings. We can reset these settings for you, probably, sir. Well, it looks like it came that way out in the factory, sir. Still got the factory seal on that. You got to reset the settings. What is the meaning of reserved areas for Native Americans? I am not. Okay, so the Native Americans when the American armies and what moved into America, there were wars, Indian American wars, and the Americans won. But instead of just killing all of the Indians or making them become Americans, they were granted lands called reservations. They were reserved, and that they were allowed to continue their tribal religions, if you want to call it that, their tribalism. They were able to follow their own laws and stuff like that. So they were given areas that were not under like U.S. tax. They don't have to like file taxes and stuff like that in most cases. And now they have like casinos on them that don't follow the same laws as the casinos in America, in continental America. But that's what that is, my friend. Yeah, we didn't. Most people come into a country, take a country over, slaughter everybody, and say, this is the laws you're following there. But because there was so many Indians, we said, okay, so you can still follow your religions. You don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be Catholic, Protestant, or whatever. You can do whatever you need to do. You can worship the sun god, the marijuana god, stuff like that. So they got their own areas that had they're basically countries inside of our country. But if we went to war, they would help us, which they did, and they helped in World War II. The Wind Talkers. Two out of three new Dodge and Jeeps will get Death Wobble. Okay, so Eric's talking about that. So, right. Also, there was a lot of war, intra-Indian wars. So, like the Cherokee and the Navajo, they might hate each other and they want to kill each other off. Because you killed my grandfather 50 years ago or 700 years ago or whatever. Your grandfather killed my grandfather. So instead of them being all in the same land and killing each other off, we said, this is your freaking land and this is your freaking land. If some Indian tribe, if the Comanche tries to take over the Arapaho, the American government could come in and say, or army could come in and say, no, leave them alone. This is their land. You can't take it from them or we'll take yours from you, basically. Wow, what is that? Cool. Kunal. What's up, Kunal? That's freaking cool looking. Scorpios and Scorpios. It's like women and the women and the women and the women. Yeah, I dated a Scorpio, crazy girl. Doing good, Kunal. That's freaking awesome artistry there with the naming conventions. They call me Kunal. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is what we should do. 100%. Let's see what hand smells worse. They're gonna kill ya. 92% right hand. That's crazy. Yeah. Who are we talking about killing you? The Death Wobble? The Death Wobble will kill you. My previous comment. I did, brother. Did I miss it? The native areas? And dude, and Eric, I think I just switched my filter to all messages, and I think I got a lot more than you posted. Where natives were brutal killers, or they wouldn't have peace tribes. NWA kill NWA proves racist people hate their own race, and unfortunately, the thing is that they're willing to sell out their own to get farther. Scorpios are all bites, and that's no hurt for their brain. No, but Scorpios will kill you. Your previous comment, you're talking about what's the meaning of reserved areas? So, like I'm saying, when Americans took over the continental America, there were wars going on between the Native Americans. So in order to stop the wars between the Indian tribes and them fighting with us, we made peace deals to give them land, to give them reservations. What's up, Info House? What up, brother? I had Death Wobble on a brand new Jeep, man. You definitely don't weigh that crap. Brand new Jeep, ready to... Yeah, dude, we're chilling, straight chilling. I'm waiting for my Benadryl to kick in so I can... falling asleep on stream. And I'm so congested still. Dang it. I just, brother, appreciate you popping in. I'm about to pop off too, so I appreciate you dropping in, brother. Absolutely, yeah. My butt cheeks got to go to sleep. I don't believe in phenomenons. Phenomenons. Hold on, what's a phenomenon? I don't even know the explanation. I don't even know what the definition of phenomenon is. Phenomenon, phenomenal. Yeah, I don't get it. Phenomenons. I'm confused. I saw an area phenomenon I was faced with. Well, good. I'm so confused with it. It can't be subscribed, so what are we gonna do? So we can't subscribe to phenomenon. Let's see. All right, let's do this. All right, so we're coming up to 1.5 hours. Let's do this. We're going to have to call for lunch, and I know Kat's going to be finished working up there in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and call this. We're going to call this phenomenal, and then we're going to call it for lunch, and we'll be back afterwards. We got to get the website up and running. So everybody, hugs and kisses. Thanks for coming through, everybody. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Hopefully, I can get my wackadoodle nose cleared up. Thank you for the 14 votes, and let's see what everybody said before we jump out here. It says, okay, 86% said that their right hand smells worse than their left hand. 14% was the left. That's awesome. But thanks. Oh, Gracie Fayers, you coming here just as we're on our way out, Gracie. But thank you for swinging in, Gracie. But yeah, so we'll see everybody probably. Let me see, it's 11:30, so let's say 1 o'clock, probably about an hour and a half. Thank you very much for coming again, everybody. Though, good to see you, Gracie. Yeah, sorry, Gracie, we got to take care of lunch and everything, but I appreciate you coming through, girl. All right.